we left off at the kind of the mid-morning of day 10, I believe, is when you finally cracked the encryption, and you had contacted Clayson, I believe, or you were about to contact Clayson. So I think the easiest way to do this would be, and I don't know if Jim's prepared for this or not, but you're about to make your call to a runner, or you make it. It's very almost identically timed. You're either making the call or you're about to make the call, and the front door to your bar opens.
Oh,
and
sorry. Should we roll the force dice?
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, that's right.
Before you get too far.
Yeah.
Also, let me know if I get like all robotic and stuff. I didn't have time to cleanse the machine spirit and beg for forgiveness, and very unprepared. But let me know if I go crazy.
The sanctified oils.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The other thing, Jim, like I said, there's a lot of bookkeeping. Is everybody rolls one of the white dice, and it has black symbols and white symbols on it, and that's basically dark side, light side, and they get a total for the night. So when you guys are ready, and you can roll one too, Jim.
One dark.
One dark.
I got one dark as well.
Two darks. Uh-oh.
And we are only rolling one die, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
It's
Not
weird
the-
that they gave
not
you a
the-
Yeah,
die.
last time you got like 5 dark or something.
Yeah.
Like...
It is weird that they gave you a die for that, since you only ever really roll it once.
I got 2 whites, 2 light side
All right.
on mine.
Good. You're saving us,
Ooh.
Kurt.
I rolled. Did you want me to roll something?
Yes. Yeah. The white die.
I got 2, I guess, hollow ones.
2 white
Two
ones.
white.
Ooh.
Hey, good.
Is that good?
Yes.
Yep.
Well.
Hey,
So
Okay.
what is I couldn't help but to notice that Jim is rolling some dice. What's Jim doing here? This is exciting.
I think we're about to find out.
You think you're about to find out? The bar, I'm going to assume, was closed since it was early in the morning.
Yes.
And you're just about to make a phone call when the door opens to the front, and in walks a man who you have never seen before. And I'm going to let him describe himself, because I don't remember I don't know that he ever gave me a description exactly.
I was
human.
supposed to come up with a description, but
He's
I'm
human,
from-
male, as much
this
as I
dark,
can.
swarthy looking guy with a big swoop of hair and a trim beard that kind of goes to a point.
You got like a pompadour head of hair, or
Or like an Elvis.
The Elvis hair.
Wow.
Elvis hair? Got it.
More stylish, more modern looking than Elvis, but
More stylish than Elvis.
More Star Wars stylish than.
Are you wearing a bejeweled jumpsuit by any chance?
no, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
Does that particular guild have a uniform?
You wouldn't be wearing one.
Okay. No, I'm wearing some decent, everyday kind of
Casual.
action clothes, casual action. Slightly rugged.
Okay.
Little leather, a little khaki. The mix of Han Solo vest / turtleneck.
Shop at REI. What do you call that?
Yeah, like tactical turtleneck.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably got leather patches.
Tactile neck.
Urban
leather patches
Outfitters.
on the elbows, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's apparent that he had a key.
Yeah.
So I don't know where you guys were all at when this was going down, but you would have been somewhere wandering around.
Probably in the bar, I'm imagining.
You guys you'd already broken the encryption. And Jim, you don't know anything about this, but you'd already broken the encryption and were probably upstairs discussing, since that was like an hour of the last one, probably upstairs
True.
discussing exactly how you wanted to proceed. So you haven't really made the call to Clayson yet.
Oh, very, very well. I guess I'll take the role of bouncer that I've attempted to do. So
Yeah, Jim, let me know if you need some help.
Robotic immediately, unfortunately.
Yep.
Robotic immediately. Negative.
Yeah.
I haven't cleansed the machine spirit.
Hey, Slashek.
Oh my god, he knows my name.
Clayson sent me. I'm here to help you guys.
Help us with what? Exactly.
Well, that's a bit of a mission to get into, but I should introduce myself. I'm Jared. Jared Marrowfit.
Well, Jared, did Clayson tell you the password?
You guys are pretty funny.
That's true.
So, Ocelot. Where's Kurt?
Behind the bar,
Oh, hey.
mixing up a little cocktail.
I'll walk up and sit down at the bar.
Kurt's where he always is.
Kurt, mind mix me up a drink, but not one of those sleepy time ones?
Sure, coming right up.
So, friend,
I'm gonna move a little
Why don't you
closer to the
explain why you're
blaster
here?
under the bar.
This is always dangerous.
Meeting new people is extremely dangerous.
Yeah, it was a very tenuous time there at the Great House meeting, getting these three together. We'll see how this goes.
Yeah.
You guys have done some really good work lately, and you people are.
I know
starting to
that.
notice.
Tell me something I don't know.
Well, I know something about the bombings,
I'm
and
listening.
I was actually hoping you guys could help out. Have you ever heard of the melted skulls?
Oh, we've had a run-in.
Well, I need someone to help me deal with them.
Sure. Oh, wait, I'm missing the part where this helps us.
Well, you have been noticed by some people, and you get this work done, and you'll be in good favor, good standing with a certain group of people.
With who? Your grandma?
More like the rebellion.
I see.
Clayson has been your main contact, but he's halfway in the security guild, and some of us spend more full time dealing with the rebellion instead of extracurricular activity.
People like you?
Yes.
Do you work for Clayson or do you work with Clayson?
More like with. We came up through the security guild together. We've known each other years. We kind of joined the rebellion about the same time.
I see. So, do you are you part of the security guild?
I have my membership still active, but I haven't really. More like on disability.
How so?
As in, I can't hold down a job and also be part of the rebellion.
Fair enough.
Being part of the rebellion has taken me
I mean,
all over, and I can't hold down the cover of being a security guildie. Not anymore.
I see. It's pretty hard to run a bar and be a rebel too, so I can sympathize.
I'm doing okay with it.
Whoa, Biff went total robot on me there.
Oh, I did? Oh.
They
You're
sounded fine
fine
to me.
with me, but So, why does the rebellion need the melted skulls dealt with?
Well, they're involved in the bombing.
Are they the masterminds, or are they the stooges?
They're more the stooges, but there is a high-ranking skull called Ferris the Brand Nichols. This chap got his name for his favorite way of torturing people.
Gave
And
him...
he's
Go on.
hiding out in a safe house. Well, a safe space for the flaming skulls, melted skulls. But I was hoping to get your help to acquire him and find out more information.
Can you understand me?
Yes.
That was just a test to see if you could hear me with the voice.
Yes.
Okay.
Let
You
me
speak
get
Galactic.
this straight, Jared. Let me get this straight. You want us to infiltrate a safe house and capture a melted skulls person, perhaps fighting dozens or more enemies in the process?
Well, if we do it right, we won't fight dozens. But yes, we want to go and apprehend a ranking skull.
Well, why didn't you just say so? I'm gonna go get my axe.
Wait, Slashik! We haven't even negotiated.
Oh, right. Osclit, go
Slashik,
over the details.
I'm sure that you're very reluctant to perform this task, and that you require due compensation, guaranteed in advance. Correct?
Yes, that's what I meant to say.
Now,
Well, listen, I'm not sure
What
how
kind
much I can.
what kind of acknowledgement are we talking about here? Are they going to send us a nice note after we're done, or is it going to be? Is this going to be worth something to us? We're all
Well-
for the rebellion, but we are quite busy with our own activities.
This bar doesn't restock itself, you know.
I was speaking more about the rebellion, but that is true.
Right. Well, Clayson's the local cell leader, and I'm more non-local. I transfer around, so anything that comes from the local rebellion is going to have to come from Clayson. But I can set things right with him.
I
With you
see.
guys.
Well, also, answer me this. You mentioned that we are being noticed and that you can help get the attention off of us. Is that correct?
Well, not so much the attention off you. It's you've been noticed by the right people.
Ah.
So you've been doing good work, and good people have noticed. That's why I'm here.
Well,
And what do you bring to the table? Are you going to make vague promises when we get into this safe house as well, or can you maybe hit stuff with your fists?
I'm a pretty good shot with my blaster. So wait, at this point, JBot, I don't know even what my main weapon is. I assume a pistol.
No, you've got a blaster rifle. I
Oh,
believe.
blaster rifle. Good. I wanted a rifle. You never did actually send me my character sheet.
Oh, I did.
You said you did, but it wasn't actually attached.
Oh, it said Adobe file attached. Hold up, let me.
Guys, this is
Is it Jim PDF?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So what you're saying is I did send it to you.
Carefully disguised, cleverly disguised.
Yeah.
with your name. Elaborate scheme.
Wait,
Yeah.
is this the one that says Slashik, Turnock, Trandoshan, Soldier, Commando?
Yep. I had to steal somebody's character sheet just so I'd have a blank one. It should be written out right though. 'Cause I don't have a blank Adobe on
Hey,
it.
Jim tried downloading it and then take a look at it.
Yeah, it didn't save. Hold up, it's screwed up.
I can send you a blank one. I have one.
Yeah, but I changed his all around, so it's complete.
Oh, okay.
What I
okay.
sent him. Let me see if I can find it. So I did
So
send
while
it
you're,
to him.
while you're looking for
It's just-
that,
it didn't work right.
This is quite interesting. We've got this new guy here who's like from a bigger part of the rebellion. This is kind of exciting.
Yeah, he's from the district office.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's
Up
it
in
like at the
corporate.
district office? Tell us.
Yeah.
Tell us a story.
Yes.
What was your last stop?
Well,
Do you have to
Let's
fill out
see.
TPS reports?
the last thing was to kind of track down a mole within another sector, and I had to let's say eliminate the problem.
Mm.
Mm.
How far does your personal influence reach? Are you just more local in this sector, or are you more galactic?
I mostly stay around this sector, but I have been known to leave it on occasion when they need extra help. Clayson's more the local man, but I bounce around a lot. I fix problems.
Hmm.
So I suppose what is it that I don't know we're bringing to the table that you think is uniquely fit for going after Ferris?
Well, I'd rather not do it by myself. So, what I was hoping is that we could pose as a group of mercenaries and get into the place, and then sneak off and kind of grab the leader, Ferris.
Well, hold on 1 second there, Jared. I appreciate the plan, but I don't know if you can see this Bothan standing to my side. He's the one that comes up with all the plans here.
Yeah, that's true. That's a great point. Now listen, I've got a great idea.
New plan.
New plan. We're going to
I'm gonna mix
pose-
another drink. We're gonna be here for a while.
We're going. I think
Clayson
we
said
should
you might do
pose as a
something
group.
like this.
I think we should pose as a group of guns for hire, and then
As
and
opposed to
offer our
mercenaries.
services.
Instead of mercenaries,
Also-
it's going to be guns for hire.
Completely different.
Very
Well, the
subtle.
only problem with that is a certain vibroax. That's not a gun.
Yeah,
I
guns for
found the
hire
weak point
isn't
in
a
your
literal.
thinking. See, when you had
literal
more
term.
experience in the rebellion, you'll notice.
Is JBot here? Did he get the thing all set?
I think he's probably still working on it.
Are you still
Yeah.
looking? Okay. This is amazing. This is unbelievable. Um, all right.
I just
can
kinda-
we,
I would imagine after that verbal sparring, it's like Kurt's just kind of in between watching the tennis match going on here. And he's like, I'm done. Sold.
Slashik is kind of like Slashik is scratching his chin like, wait a minute, gun and vibroax aren't the same. That's a good point. I think that in this situation, probably what would happen is we'd want to do like a little huddle up, like enjoy your drink for a second, Jared. We're gonna have a quick huddle. we're gonna go into the no, not the master bedroom, bedroom 7.
I'm
Sure.
rewriting his character sheet now. Apparently, it didn't save. So
Okay.
it's taking
Well,
We got
that's okay.
time.
We got time. We're gonna go and huddle.
Jared, why don't you drink your drink and relax for a moment? I smell something burning in a different room.
Yes,
No
I
problem.
think
This
we
isn't one
left
of those
the
sleepy
stove
drinks,
on.
though, is it?
No, no.
We're about to find out.
Yeah, we're pretty sure now. Hard to be sure. But
Though Kurt has
Probably
been known
not.
from time to time to roll some pretty bad rolls. Pretty bad reception rolls, I should say.
All right.
True.
Let's huddle. Let's leave him there for a minute. Let's huddle up and discuss this new development.
all right.
So, Osclet, Kurt, what's your read on this guy? This is clearly someone who knows enough that it seems credible. He had the key. He got in, so we know he probably knows Clayson. He seems to know Clayson. It all sounds pretty legit and on the up and up. What do you think?
Did you ask Kurt? Yeah, you asked Kurt. Right?
I asked both of you.
Oh, okay.
So I'm liking what I'm hearing, and I want to learn more about, I suppose, the details of his plan. Like, has he cased the joint out? Does he know how many people are in there? Just get a little bit more information from him, and more than likely, I'm all for giving it a go, giving it a try.
How do we know that he isn't just trying to lure us out of here to kill or kidnap all of us?
Or get Mika. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, exactly.
You always...
He doesn't know you have
think
him. As far as you know, Clayson doesn't know yet.
What was that voice in my head that I just heard? That was... Wait a minute. Stop it. He doesn't know we have him.
Oh.
Turn off your comm link.
That's true. We haven't... It's on speakerphone. That's true. Well, I'm not convinced he's trying to kill us. I'm willing to give it a shot.
All right.
But I don't trust him completely.
Agreed. I mean, I trust nobody completely, but I think that
I'm hurt.
Oh, Kurt! I would.
No, you're Kurt. Your name's Kurt. Hurt was a guy I knew back in college.
Kurt, I would spar with you any day. Don't take offense, human. I was talking to other people outside of this group huddle. This group huddle is the circle of trust.
The circle of trust.
Like a triangle.
Hey, you be quiet in there.
Wait, just drink. Oh, what a nice umbrella on this drink.
It's like, have you seen the length of Slashik's arms? I mean, we can get a circle out of that.
I take up half of the circle. Okay, so
Oscalit, we still have Mika here, and how do we know that as soon as we leave, he's not going to bolt? Do you think you could convince him or recruit him to stay? I mean, I don't know.
I think that he probably feels less safe outside than he does inside. Also, Kila is still here somewhere.
Yeah, she's
I assume.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, Kila.
Yes, she's around.
All right, yeah.
I don't know. Where did y'all go to have y'all's little discussion again?
Just off into the corner of the room.
We're in the hallway, right between bedroom 7 and master bedroom.
Oh, yes, the map.
That's right, the map.
Yeah.
The map.
She'd either, it depends on how early in the day it is. She'd either be in her room or she would have been in a bar. One of the two.
Oh yeah, she might still be asleep. I mean, if she was up late at night, right?
Yeah, she's probably still asleep if it's just mid-morning.
Yeah. So,
We should be quiet. We should be more quiet than what we are.
We've all been whispering, obviously.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Let's get some more information from him, and then proceed with caution.
All right, let's do it.
Let's figure out what this plan is.
all right. So let's move back to the bar and kind of. Oscalit, you do the talking.
All right. What's your name again? Jeff?
Jared.
J-Rod. Listen, we're willing to go along with this for now. Just so you know, none of us actually trust you. But we're willing to give it a shot.
Good. You guys will fit in well to the rebellion.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good line.
So,
All right.
where is this safe space, and why do you call it a safe space?
Well, safe house is what it normally is, but it's more like a hideout. Since it's not really a house, it's a club. A club called the Stripped Screw. It's a nightclub in the warehouse district.
I see. Do you know
And,
the layout of this place?
Only know pretty much the
You know the front.
downstairs, the main room.
Yeah, you know the front of it, like the nightclub portion of it.
Right.
Can you get us there?
Yeah, well, I can get us there. No problem.
So where do you think Ferris is located within this, what is it, strip screw?
He's probably in a back room or an office. So I think the plan should be we get in the front door looking like tough mercenaries, and might be easier for some of us than others. And once we're in there, we try to slip out and get a hold of them. Then again, it might not be a bad idea to get some of that sleepy drinky drink as well.
So, well, we can stun him. The plan is for us to capture him alive. Is that correct?
Yes, we need to question him.
Now, Slashik, did you hear the man?
Where do we need?
When he said alive.
Wait, I'm sorry. What was that? I was cleaning my axe. What did you say?
The main guy we're going after. We need him to still be
guy.
alive after the fighting.
In one piece, not pieces.
So the head, the headpiece needs to be attached to the body piece.
And the top half to the bottom half.
Yeah, generally speaking.
You need him not to be a point for the scorekeeper. I get it.
Not yet.
Understood.
Not yet. Maybe later.
But will there be other opportunities at this hideout?
Well, don't you get points for capturing?
Yes, I do. I mean, it's a bland flavor, but yes.
I mean, I need to tell you, this guy, he's not a good person. We don't really want him to be going home at the end of this.
Does he need his legs attached to his body?
At first, yes, just because we might have to move him.
Okay, and a quick follow-up to that question. When the head is detached from the body, is that not okay?
Correct. We need the head talking.
Remind me again, fatal for your species?
I jest, Jared. I jest. I get it. We'll catch him alive.
So Ferris is human?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe so, right, Jonathan?
Yeah, he's human.
How many of his buddies are going to be at the strip screw? Do you know?
Well, it's gonna be
lot.
a club, so the gang. There's gonna be gang members there, and there's gonna be non-gang members there. So,
For the sake of argument, can we assume that everyone in there is deserving of punishment in one way or
Probably
another?
not.
nice people don't go there.
Well,
I wouldn't.
there's a difference
I
between.
don't think you want to kill everybody.
Yeah.
Think of this,
I don't. Yeah.
Think of this like a mob-run club. Does that make sense?
Yeah. There's difference between a groupie and a gangbanger, right?
Well,
Right.
I get it. I think I get it. I'll be discreet until I don't need to be discreet.
Where do we need to take him? Are we bringing him back here to the bar, or
Let's not
is
bring
there
him back.
another location?
Yeah. Let's. We're filling up on our captive space.
Running out of
We've-
bullets.
We
I hate to
we do
disagree,
know a
but
few dumps.
something hurt you.
It was what was it? 5 pounds per 5 credits per 100.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
So where do we need to take this guy?
Jonathan?
Well, as far as you're concerned, you would, and I guess you can all hear this, so consider it like a translation. He basically wants you guys to go in, really kill or capture this guy, because you know him to be bad one way or another. Preferred capture, so you can debrief him, to put it nicely. And then after that, he's considered cannon fodder. So once you get the information you want, you don't really care, as far as you're concerned. So if they want to kill him, they can. They want to let him live, they can. It's completely up to him, or completely up to you guys. But the main thing for you is you prefer capture just to get information, but kill if necessary, because you know he's, if not necessarily hooked to the bombings, if nothing else, he's a really, really bad person. So you have
So
no qualms about
He doesn't have to be fully in one piece. Like he can miss hands.
it. Sure, sure.
Nothing that leaks too much. No big
Right.
leaks, Slashik.
Do you have a photo of this guy?
Yeah, what does he look
Or
like?
you were going to be the only one that's going to be able to identify him.
He wouldn't have a photo of him,
Okay.
or the equivalent thereof.
We'll just have to find out who is the gang leader, because not too many people are going to claim to be the gang leader.
Yeah, it's kind of a dumb thing to do, to claim to be the gang leader and not be him.
Yeah.
And the gang leader is going to be Ferris, right? That's Ferris?
Ferris the brand.
Yep.
Ferris the brand. Okay. Well,
Melted skulls.
let's do this thing. Let's do it.
These guys are some rough and tough hombres.
What's an
We've
hombre?
met their rough and we've met their kind before. I think we'll be fine.
Oh, and an hombre is a Ugnaught slang.
Very nice.
It's their word for like tough nut. Like this one's really stuck. I need some like what is that stuff called? Break loose. That's their hombre is their equivalent for that in Oakland language.
It's the brand name.
Hombre. It's a brand name of break loose.
Yep. These guys are scruffy. So I don't know if you guys are full rested. You caught up on sleep and everything.
I think they
So-
have. I think they've had plenty of time to rest.
Yeah.
That's just
I
me.
feel like we have, yeah.
One question. Are these melted skulls looking for mercenaries right now?
Well, they're more a gang. So we could try to go in and see if if we can join the gang, but we could play it by ear. We got to see what the place is like. This is going to be a nightclub, which they pretty much run. So we need to first get in and see exactly how many people are in it. Could be a small place, could be kind of big. If it's a big club, we can probably sneak through and try to find the back office, the back room, without even really talking to anybody. Part of this whole thing is we gotta be spontaneous. We can go ahead.
Don't worry about
if
that.
If we have to, we can go ahead and say that we want to join the gang and try to get through, but that might just deal with a bit of hazing and stuff that and attract too much attention. I'd rather kind of get in and just seem like a bad hombre and enjoying the club as we kind of slink around looking for the office, the back door, the private area.
I think they're probably going to stop us before that and shoot us if we're slinking around their hideout.
Well, it's a
which
club.
is full of them.
It's a club full of people. So the idea is to kind of
Blend in
move out unseen.
and just pretend like we're looking for the bathroom.
Yeah.
Sure, it'll work. Great plan.
I love the confidence. Yes.
Worst case, we find a door and maybe a Viberax can help open it, and we rush in.
I am totally all for that, but I do have to tell you, I have a friend over there, that human that you look at that's drinking a lot. He's really good at opening doors. Let me tell you something. Like I'm all for making toothpicks out of wooden doors and everything with my axe, but this guy, woo! I've never seen a door slide open so fast.
So there's Kurt over there behind the bar. I'm gonna lift my glass, kind of toast Slashik and give him a little nod.
I'm gonna wink at him, just like point and wink. Ding.
Ding.
That's the sound of a trench end blinking. All right, we've been in this bar too long.
Yeah.
People are getting
All
drunk.
right.
Let's get out of
Let's
here.
go.
Okay,
Yeah.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna take some pictures so I can give you a rough idea what the place looks like.
Yes,
Ooh.
pictures. That's
With
what I
my
live
real-
for.
My really crappy chicken scratch here. So,
Oh.
we'll see how this goes. Yeah, come on. Yeah, I actually didn't have a ton of time, so I drew a floor plan at the office, but it's on a sticky note, so it's very, very tiny. So I'm trying to actually blow it up and not screw it up at the same time. I should be emailing it here in just a second. Actually, both of them. Okay, so basically, this is down in what Jim referred to as a warehouse district. It was just kind of the just one of the outer edges of this station. Just there's tons of warehouse districts, but it's this one is kind of old, if that makes sense. Everybody still there? Okay, so it's
Yep.
one of the older portions of the. Sorry, I hear somebody either echoing or.
Oh, sorry, that's me.
So it's one of the older portions, kind of the older, more rundown slum side of the warehouse district, and what that basically means is half of this or half of most of these buildings tend to back on to the edge of the station so that they actually have access to and from to either land ships in, kind of like Blassos, or to have cargo dropped off on them. Like they might have landing pads outside. Yeah. Some of them have access in, but they tend to be gigantic. In a lot of cases, they're old freighters, like old cargo haulers that were landed there or, in a sense, decommissioned there in spot. And so what you get when you get there, he can lead you there. It's not a humongous distance away from where you're at, actually, because you are not in the slums where you're at, but you're in a slightly darker portion of the station itself. Make sure we get everybody in here. Jake, Phil.
Less desirable area.
Yeah, the real estate values are a little bit lower in this area. I might miss it.
All those ladies are going to be flagging your email now.
There we go.
I'm going to send this in 2 pieces. So this is what you kind of come up to. This it's similar to what they all are, but this looks kind of like a warehouse or a ship was walled into the street. I've kind of been trying to explain it to you guys as we go along, because all this stuff tends to be ships or cargo containers or that sort of thing. It's all been sort of haphazardly welded together, at least here out in the outer edges. In the center, in more of the center, the nice area, they've cleaned it up and it doesn't look as hacked together. But in this case, it's still very hacked together. So essentially, that's the front of the club that you come up to. It's if you guys got it, it looks like the prow of a ship. It looks like the front of a ship has been landed there and just welded into or the station has grown around it, and it's been made into the front entrance. What this kind of looks like is, have you guys ever seen a Thunderhawk gunship? Do you guys know what that is from 40K?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so the front end of one of those has like a loading ramp on it. So imagine that's what this is. Like the front entrance, the door has been made out of that kind of large loading ramp that would be on the front of one of these ships. And then the rest of it looks like it's built around. Did you guys get the picture?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yep, got the picture. And Biff, I'm sending you the Thunderhawk gunship. It's in the chat for Skype.
Ooh, thank you.
Okay, and I'm not sure if that might actually be where I got it from. I was drawing it today at work. The top piece that you see there, so there's kind of the door, then there's like what looks kind of a ledge, and then up above it there's a kind of what looks like another little kind of indent or thing with my crappy drawing skills. That looks like the cockpit. It looks like and this is very, very large. This is not, single craft. This is it's probably 40 feet across. This whole front is. It's a very, very large front of a ship. And so that big kind of panel area up top is what looks like what the cockpit would look like. You know, you'd be able to looking out of that portion of
Sure.
of the thing. The door's open. You can hear music as you guys wander in. It does look like the ramp is the door. So whenever they close shop, if they ever close shop, they just close that up. But the ramp's down, so the door's wide open. You hear music, you hear laughing, you hear what sounds like could be a nightclub or a really happening bar. Similar to what you might imagine like the Moss Isley was, just lots of music and people jabbering about whatever. You can't really make anything out as you come up to the door. So that's what you see from the outside.
All right. Okay, so review. J-Rod, what was your plan?
He's never gonna get that right. It's Jared, you piece of crap.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I was.
Thinking he didn't come with us.
Sorry, I was on mute. It's
He's at the
Jared.
bar. Someone left him.
It's Jared.
Yeah, that's what I said. J-Rod, what's your plan?
Well, say late. We're gonna go in, order some drinks, and check the place out. See what the inside looks like.
All right. Yeah, sounds good. Let's go.
Oh, sounds great.
I'm just going to go in.
Okay.
All right. Go.
As you walk in, let me send a picture here. I only got these drawn so far. The rest of them I might not be able to get to. I have to imagine it as we go. As you come in along that sort of crazy shaped front there. It looks like a club. Off to your left-hand side is a stage. There are a couple of ladies dancing. One's a human female, one's a Twi'lek, however they like to say that. There's a band behind them playing whatever. They're dancing to it, that sort of thing. There's people around the stage in chairs, kind of hooting and hollering, doing the same kind of deal. It's not a strip club, but it is beautiful ladies dancing on the stage, so they're having a good time. Drinks are being had. There's a couple of Twi'lek females wandering around with looks like they're waitresses handing out drink orders and stuff. There's some couches, or at least a very large couch there to the left of the door. To the right of the door, there's actually a very large, very heavily tattooed human. He looks at you as you come in. He kind of gives you a very hard once over, but doesn't make any move towards anything. He very obviously scans you. Slashik, are you carrying an axe?
It's on my back, strapped on my back.
Yeah, he'll stop you. Like if you're carrying a very obvious weapon, he will stop you. So, you can't bring that in here.
Oh, my friends. That's just my friend's ornamental axe.
Doesn't look very ornamental from here. And I don't recall Trandoshans carrying very many ornamental weapons. You're free to come in, but you're going to have to leave the axe at the door. Sorry, that's the rules of the house. Very heavily tattooed, very big.
Hang on a second. Let me look. Okay.
Listen, buddy. The axe, it has too much value to me to leave at the door. It won't cause any trouble, and I thank you for looking the other way. I'll make it worth your while.
You obviously don't know who owns this place. Either the axe goes, or you both go. That's rules of the house.
Listen, guys. Listen. Some places have coat checks. We've got an axe check. Let's go ahead and listen to the nice
Where can we check the axe?
You just leave it here by the door with me. I'll make sure nothing happens to it.
Obviously, no one's going to mess with this gentleman here. We should be good.
Very well. I'll leave it here. I got my eye on you, though.
I'll take it off. I'll lean it up against the door or the wall where he is.
Okay. He nods. Goes, we appreciate that. Please have fun. And then he goes back to his little vigil there at the door.
Before, what was your name, sir?
My name doesn't matter.
That's okay.
I'm gonna assign him a goddamn name in my head. He's on my list.
You're just going ahead and taking the points for him. Is that what you're doing? Go ahead.
I've
Put that one on the board. It's coming up eventually.
I've counted the egg before. Yeah, the egg.
It's been
Just go ahead,
All right,
Scorpion.
we're
Scorpion,
moving in.
Put that one
Yeah.
under the free column.
So one
Okay, so
question
let's move
is,
Yeah.
on the right-hand side of the door on that wall, are those like booths?
So yeah, what are those?
Yeah,
three
they're
things?
kind of booths. I'm not very good at hand drawing these things, so they're kind of the big like leather couch booth sorts of things. They're not like a booth you go to in a diner.
okay.
Does that make sense? So the table sits it's like a little
Yeah,
table, really just there for drinks and plenty of room to kind of lounge about on these really deep couches. If that
yeah,
makes
with you
sense.
and your entourage and whatever.
Right. Yeah, it's kind of what you might see in one of these movies. Where, hey, I'm the rich fancy guy. I'm going to lean back and have all the the ladies or whatever laying around me and not have a table in the way if I don't want it. So on the far side, I couldn't fit it on the sticky note there. Those are bar stools, a little circle. That's the bar that's running there along the far edge. It's not a flat straight across the thing bar. It actually has a little bit of a kick to it, which I was trying to draw. There to the stage, if you're facing the stage off to the right-hand side, it actually dies, like the stage stops. There's a little bitty staircase there at the back of the stage that leads to what looks like a side door that goes to the back. It's got a very crudely drawn picture that's like looks like a restroom. If that makes sense. Is there off to the side. And there's a couple bartenders. There's one human male, one crap, I just forgot. Rhodian male. As far as you can tell, it's male. Behind the counter, they're serving drinks. There's probably about a dozen people in here, all told. No one's really sitting in any of the booths. Most of the people are just kind of laughing. They don't even notice that you guys walk in. When you look up as you come in, it looks like the cockpit. If you were to kind of draw an imaginary line, the cockpit actually, there's a glass interior as well that overlooks the bar. So does that make sense to you guys? There's kind of the same sort of inverted glass wedge that's there at the top of the ceiling. It hangs over probably about where the bar is and maybe like 10 feet out from the bar. So it's kind of sticking. It's not over the middle of the place. And you can
we see through the glass?
You can see through the glass. Not like super detailed. It's kind of the it's not like fogged glass, but it's kind of the swirled, if that makes sense, glass. So you can see there's people walking around there. You can't really get a lot of detail on them. But you can tell somebody, a shadowy sort of shape, is leaning with his back against the glass. That's all you can really tell. You can see he's being animated, not like angry animated, just kind of like talking with his hands. That's about as much as you can tell. It does look like the glass could open or be opened to look down or yell down if they need to. One of the glass actually towards the center is open. There's just nobody standing at it. So you could, if you looked up and you had a good angle, you could see like the ceiling of the room in there, if that makes sense. But you can't see anybody standing at that little open portion of the glass. But were you to make an educated guess, you would think that might actually be the office, the manager's office of this place, just overlooking the goings on, either that or the VIP room, one of the two, or both.
Bingo, guys.
What's bingo?
Yes,
It's a Rhodian saying.
Old Rhodian saying. Oh, what does it mean?
It means when you're hunting dog, it means you've found it.
Oh, so you found something interesting.
Yes, the office.
Yeah, obviously, that's the office. Oh, that you were talking about the... Okay, yeah, that's the office. Yeah, obviously. Bingo.
One question. What's to the right of the bar?
That's all bar. So, like it, or do you mean behind the bar?
Well, because I'm looking at it, it cuts off the edge of the sticky note. So
yeah, that's the bar. Like that far bottom of it is the wall. It runs, at least as far as you can tell, is the wall. It runs that way, and that little opening is not really open. It's kind of that little flip top thing that the bars have. Does that make sense?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Okay, yeah.
so it's all one continuous bar. Behind the bar, if you actually look behind it, there on the right hand side, say you're facing the bar, there on the right hand side is standard kind of rack of shelves with liquors and that sort of thing all over it. Mirror, of course. On the left hand side is another rack. Same thing. Lots of fancy colored glass or liquids and glasses. Kurt might be able to name most of these. Towards the middle, basically right across where that, or a little bit to the side of where that little flip top is, you see a door that looks like it goes to the back, that leads into the back portion behind the bar.
Behind the bar.
Correct. So at this point, the only two ways out of this large room that you see besides the front door are the little door to the side that you assume leads to the restrooms, because it has a crappy sign on it that looks like it does, and then the one behind the bar. So those are the only two that you're seeing right now.
And then there's the staircase, but we don't really know where it's going.
No, that little staircase just leads off the stage. So, it's like 3 or 4 steps that come down off the stage.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's just so, the band doesn't have to jump down tuba or whatever the heck those things are.
Gotcha.
So we actually don't see an obvious way into the office?
No, it looks like it's above you guys.
Because it's raised. Right.
Yep.
Okay.
Um,
About 10 feet, you say? Like high?
No, much more than that. It's probably a good 25 feet or so. Yeah, this looks like what would have been at some point a large cargo area on the ship a long time ago. That's just been refitted. Yeah.
Hey guys, why don't you pick a table or a booth, and I'll order us a round of drinks.
sounds good.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
You're paying, right? Yeah. Sounds good.
I'll buy this round. All right, so I'll go up and order like a ale for everybody.
Okie doke. Rodian takes your order. No big deal. You can, I guess, they'd be bottles. I'm sure they have bottles in this area. So you can take 4 bottles in your hands, 2 in each, and walk back to the table if you want. Where would you guys like to sit in this room?
I'm thinking I would go to one of the couches opposite the stage, on the opposite side of the room from the stage. So
Yeah, okay,
pretty
no problem.
isolated.
Yeah. Like I said, no one's really paying attention to you guys. You come in, you sit down. Gerard, how would you say your name was?
It's J-Rod.
Jared.
Are you?
It's
Jared.
Are you?
Jared.
Did you just do that on purpose? Did you do that on purpose?
I literally could not. I'm bad. I'm so bad with names.
Oh my gosh. Osculate's psychological warfare is in full swing. That was amazing.
The funnier thing is that there are people that are named in this, and they all start with G's as well. So I don't know if he started his name with a G. So I'm like, crap,
No,
what is
it's J.
his name? Okay.
Jay.
Like, what is his name compared to everybody else's name? Like, oh crap, Jared. Okay, let's bring that down. He'll bring back a couple bottles, and you guys can sit down. Nothing's really going on other than dancing, people talking, having conversations. Nothing out of the ordinary is going on. So how long are you guys wanting to kind of hang out here?
I say we wait 5 minutes, and somebody needs to check the bathrooms. It could be me, or it could be somebody else, to see is it just go straight into the bathrooms, or is there a way perhaps into a storeroom or a window, or
So
something else.
you're looking for a secret passage through the bathrooms somewhere
No,
else,
I'm thinking
or
maybe there's another way into a storeroom back there, perhaps.
it's good to scope out the place.
Maybe a back door. Who knows what? If there's a back door, maybe there's an alley we could climb to the roof. Who knows what?
Yeah, were
I'd
there
also like
any?
to
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I was just gonna ask if it looked from the outside, whether it was obvious or not, that there could be any other ways into this place.
Nothing that really stuck out to you. There didn't seem to be any obvious alleyways or anything anywhere close to this.
And
that
yeah. I also want to just take a look around and see, are the walls like riveted? Like I know a lot of cargo bays have like those kind of section walls, like square, almost like giant tiles. I want to see if there's any like footholds, handholds, because Slashik's pretty good at stuff that involves climbing, but he just wants to know if it's a feasible task.
Yeah, it would have what almost looks like ribs. Not everywhere, but if you look closely, they've been hidden more towards the bottom, but they do kind of. Does that make sense? Like the support ribs that you'll see sometimes in large cargo holes or space cargo holes that run kind of around the edges of it. And they do spine up towards the center, but they also slope away into nothing, probably 10 feet before they get to the center of the room. They're there more to go. Go ahead.
I was going to say, do any of them kind of go towards the what do you call it? The glass
office.
Cockpit
the
thing.
Office, yeah. They all do, since it's the center of the ship. They're all kind of working their way back towards the center of the ship because they do look like they would have been support. They probably are still support underneath all this stuff. But they're not like I-beams. They, like I said, it's very picturesque. They slope away and kind of fade into the distance and before they get right next to it.
So what you're saying, it would be quite the challenge. Interesting.
Yeah, very challenging.
All right, I'll keep that under advisement, and we'll keep scoping out the joint.
So did you guys plan nothing? Like I said, nothing's really going on.
Yeah.
Did one of you want to follow Jared's plan or give his idea?
Kurt, why don't you look for the bathroom and see if you can if there are any doors that you think that you can open, especially doors that may have been sealed shut in the past and sort of forgotten about, or doors that are not incredibly visible to the rest of the establishment near the bathroom.
Yeah, that sounds good. Let me go do that. I'll run in the bathroom. I'll take a look.
I think they call bathrooms fresher.
The fresher.
The refresher.
Right.
I'll go to the refresher.
Back home they call it the bathroom, but dialects in the galaxy.
Okay, so you make your way across the bar. No big deal. Like I said, no one's really paying attention to. They're paying attention to the girls on the stage, and the music changes here and there, and the ladies sometimes come down. They switch places with the waitresses as your guys are kind of watching. Kurt, you make your way across the bar towards the bathroom, or what?
Do I have to roll for the distraction of what's on the stage?
No. You're pretty focused right now. So you make your way. It's looks like a standard door. There's actually no door on it. It's just open. So like the open frame. When you walk through, you see a hallway, fairly short. Looks like about the length of how wide the bar is. The bar area is, or the behind the bar area is. Straight ahead of you is a bathroom. It's has a sign, door shut, but it is at least has the sign of a bathroom on it. And the hallway breaks off to the right. So straight ahead of you is bathroom, and it cuts off to the right. Not a gigantic hallway, big enough for two people to kind of squeeze by each other, if that makes sense. They were not wasting space on a hallway and a bathroom when they have a nightclub. So, what do you do?
Well, let me go stick my head in the refresher and just verify that that's what in fact it is, and if there's any other doors inside of it, just check that out real quick.
No, it looks like a refresher. It's not as dirty as you've seen, but it's also not as clean as you would hoped. So it looks like it wasn't there originally. It doesn't look like it was the original part of the ship. All of this kind of looks like it was added post ship being installed here. All these walls that you've kind of passed through, they're definitely not part of the cargo hold originally. So, but otherwise, no, standard kind of bathroom, single person, single occupancy. kind of crappy, pardon the pun, fresher.
Am I going to be able to get any data off of like the hand scanner that I've got for, I don't know, some kind of layout of the place or
not really.
Door power signals or anything like that? I don't know. Just
no, not really. I mean, you might be able to pick up heat signatures. I don't know how powerful the hand scanners are, but you might be able to pick up some like random, like people moving around. Does that make sense? Like, hey, look, I see through the walls. I see a couple heat signatures moving. No distinct detail. Does that make sense? I don't know how powerful these things are in the Star Wars universe.
All right, I'll go back to where the hallway broke, and I'm gonna, I suppose, walk down to the right as you had described it.
Okay. To the right, there is only one other door down this hallway, and then it kind of dead ends. It definitely feels like it's running behind the bar, but straight ahead of you is a dead end. But to your left is another door. No name, no anything on it. Just nondescript.
Can I tell if it's locked?
Not by looking.
Check it. Check it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try the door. I mean, I think it's behind the bar, so
It's behind the bar, but there's no obvious connection between it and the bar. If that makes sense.
Yeah, because we didn't see any door when we were staring at the bar. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of.
There is one behind the bar, but there's not another one that's connected. At least, there's no way it would work. Yeah, architecturally, to where you're at. If that makes sense. You didn't go around that many circles. I'm
just gonna go up to kind of quietly and real carefully. I don't know. Is there a handle, or is this one of those I gotta press the button and it whoosh, sweeps open?
I think it would sweep. I think it would sweep open. How careful are you being?
I'm trying to be really, really careful. I'm trying to be sneaky.
Yeah, give me an average perception roll.
Okay. Oh, thanks,
dang it, perception like we've done it.
They need to break perception up into like 4 different stats.
Average.
3 die, sorry.
Oh, 3 die. Okay.
Yeah, do 3 die, I'm sorry. I keep thinking average is 3.
Another one.
Probably needs to be for this group.
I have 1 success and 1 advantage.
You hear voices on the other side of the wall, female voices on the other side of the wall. They seem to be very engrossed in a conversation with each other. You can't really pick out the details of what it is, but they're definitely engrossed in whatever their conversation is with each other. Not heated, just kind of, laughing and that sort of thing.
Okay, I'm not going to try and open that door.
What?
Yeah. So I'm gonna go down to the dead end.
Yep.
And just take just a deeper look as to what's going on in the dead end. It just seems odd that we go to a dead end.
Well, it's not that far down the hall. It's not like
big.
Think of it like you're walking down a hall and there's a bedroom door like right there. There's always going to be a dead end on the hallway, if that makes sense. It's not like 30 feet down the hall and then another dead end. It's just if you were to place this on a map, you would feel like you've walked to about as far as where the door behind the bar looks like it would lead. So it's possible that the other side of this wall is where that door leads.
Okay, so I'm gonna head back and go fill in the rest of the crew on what I found.
All right. Did you guys get all that? Did that all make sense?
Yeah, I think I get the gist of it.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a way up.
Yeah, and I'm thinking that I just found the ladies' changing room or something, is what I'm thinking I found.
Quite possibly, since the stage access is also there.
Yeah. So I'm figuring this was a setup, is what I'm thinking this was.
Maybe Jim has been here, or maybe Jared has been here before. Yeah, go check those doors back there, see if there's anything going on. I'm gonna go ahead and say that took him about 5 minutes or so to do, since he was being very slow and methodical about it. Were you guys just enjoying your drinks while this is happening?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not drinking. I'm just still scanning.
Okay. As Kurt Yeah, just
He's just
stoic.
very casually eyeballing the entire room back and forth.
Just like a Trandoshan
Trandoshan.
should.
He's just stoic, like back stiff as a board, just
Yeah.
Yeah,
left,
exactly.
and right. I'm being casual. Be casual. He's saying to himself. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to help us continue improving and expanding our channel's content.